So Maleah's mother, Brittany Bowens, has spoken out, and she said she is terrified for Maleah. And ABC News just posted a new article about Maleah, and I'm going to read it. It says, as volunteers passed out missing person flyers and helped Texas police search for her 4-year-old daughter, Brittany Bowens broke down in tears Monday as she expressed her darkest fears for the little girl who recently underwent brain surgery. I'm terrified for Maleah, Bowen said of her daughter in an interview with ABC station KTRK TV in Houston. The search for Maleah Davis intensified on Monday as volunteers passed out flyers in Houston and searched a field near where the girl's stepfather, Darian Vince, 26, told police 3 men accosted him when he had car trouble on Friday evening and took him, Maleah, and his 2-year-old son hostage before dumping him and the toddler on the side of the road and fleeing with the little girl. Vince told police that he and the children were headed to pick up Bowens at George Bush Intercontinental Airport, where they were encountered by the men who took Maleah. My spirit is broken. I feel so lost, Bowens told KTRK. I can't concentrate. I can't focus. It's so overwhelming to me. It doesn't seem real. Volunteers from a group called Texas EquiSearch set out on foot and by ATV in a field in northeast Houston, where Vince told police he was assaulted by Maleah's kidnappers after he noticed something wrong with the Bowen silver 2011 Nissan Altima that he was driving and pulled over. According to Darian, what happens next is a blue pickup truck pulls up behind him. 2 Hispanic males gets out. One of them makes a comment saying Maleah looks very nice, looks very sweet. The other man hits Darian in the head. Darian loses consciousness. Sergeant Mark Holbrook of the Houston Police Department Homicide Division said during a news conference on Sunday. Vince told police that he kept going in and out of consciousness, but at one point he was in the back of the suspect's truck with his son and Maleah, and they were now 3 suspects in the vehicle driving them around, Holbrook said. He said the next time Vince woke up about 6 p.m. on Saturday, he was on the side of Southwest Freeway with his toddler son in Sugar Land, some 22 miles southwest of Houston. Vince told the police he tried to flag down a passerby, but when no one stopped, he walked to Houston Methodist Sugar Land Hospital, arriving about 10 or 11 p.m. He was treated for a head injury and police were called. Holbrook said Bowen's Nissan Altima was spotted by a traffic camera at an intersection in Sugar Land at 2:54 p.m. on Saturday, but police have been unable to locate the vehicle. He added that Vince described the suspect's pickup truck as a 2010 Chevrolet Crew Cab. Holbrook said investigators have not found any evidence, including security video or independent witness, to corroborate the stepfather's story. He said there is about a 21-hour gap between the alleged assault and when Vince woke up on the side of the road that Vince doesn't remember. Holbrook said investigators have also interviewed Maleah's biological father, who is cooperating with the investigation. An Amber Alert issued on Sunday for the girl, who was last seen wearing a pink bow in her hair, light blue zip-up jacket, blue jeans, and sneakers, remained in effect on Monday. Tim Miller of Texas EquiSearch said his group is praying that Maleah is found alive. We want to start checking every single dumpster just in case, Miller told KTRK. We believe in miracles. Let's hope we get one. I'm choked up right now thinking about her, Miller added. I've been on cases before. If it doesn't touch your heart and you don't get emotional, you're just not human. Maleah has had several brain surgeries, Holbrook told reporters at Sunday's news conference, including one that was performed last month. She needs a lot of care and she was sick this week, Holbrook said. The more I read about this story and the more I repeat the stepfather's story, the more I don't believe it. It is just not adding up. And besides that, earlier today I read it was a couple hours after he gained consciousness before he even went to the hospital. So, There is a lot of questions about his story. I just don't believe him. And another thing, I noticed that Detective Holbrook is a homicide detective. So I'm curious why they have a homicide detective investigating a missing persons unless they believe that Maleah is deceased. I hope that she's not. I hope that they bring her home safely. I hope that the stepfather didn't have anything to do with her disappearance. But it's not looking good. His story is a bunch of bullcrap. I mean, there's holes all in his story. I just don't believe it, guys. I'll keep you updated about this case. Please say a prayer for Maleah and her family. Bye, guys. God bless. Peace.